What up? It is Jay Wolt here with the My Muscle Academy. And if you're like a lot of us, especially those of us who have made a full-time career and a living from bodybuilding and fitness, we know that the movie Pumping Iron was and still is a huge inspiration. So if you're not familiar with me or this channel, know that I live this shit, I bleed it as someone whose life has been saved by bodybuilding. So everything I say in this review is as a fan first and foremost. So let's backtrack now and rewind to 2013. The fitness scene is on the come up on the internet. It's a look at the Mr. Olympia competition with the first generation iron film, and Vlad and his production team do a nice job. They have a good marketing rollout. They have the original producers from Pumping Iron. They have narration from Mickey Rourke, and I'm sure they made some bucks. So overall, it was a good movie. It was pretty good. I bet if you ask most people their favorite scene though, they're gonna tell you it's when Branch Warren's big ass falls off the horse. That shit was hilarious, and that was classic. But fast forward to 2017, we have the release of Generation Iron 2, and this was a good film. I liked it a lot better than the first one. So Kai delivers in the first one as this underdog Mr. Olympia competitor, but he comes back even stronger and steals the show in the second one as this true artist and entrepreneur who has gone rogue away from the system to build his own supplement company, to build his own comic book releasing at Comic-Con, to work as a speaker with ESPN, and do some really major things as an actor and as an artist. And I respect this because personally in my life, in the last 4 years, I have walked away from my sponsorship with Dymatize, which is top 3 in the world, to create the My Muscle Academy, to create my own speaking ventures, and do things on a smaller level but similar. So I have a lot of respect for what he did, and that is some powerful stuff, and it is very inspiring. When you look at the other characters in the film, you see Rich Piana. Whether you love him or hate him, his dark freak factor is marketable, it's dope, it's converting, it's selling. So for all you aspiring fitness entrepreneurs, take a note of what he's doing right as a business person. I also thought it was cool how they took a look at the Kuwait bodybuilding scene. From my travels with Dymatize across the world, I'd never actually been to Kuwait. I knew that was on the come up. I knew there was a scene there, but I didn't realize the hardcore, all-in competitive aspect where they are fighting for life to take over the bodybuilding world. And I think that's cool. It adds controversy. It makes bodybuilding more global. I like that they have that Muslim factor, which is also relevant and controversial. So that is a cool scene. I thought it was really a good look at what they're doing over there, and it keeps pushing the game to the next level. Anyone that's pushing the culture forward, I appreciate that. Vlad himself, for making this film, is a culture forwarder because he's touching on the controversial aspects of the sport. For example, we look at someone like Callum, and we see that he's this amazing golden era bodybuilder, the best I've seen in way of genetics as a golden era bodybuilder in the last 20 years. However, I am not personally a fan of him, and the film shows exactly why. When he's trying to lie to the agent, when he's not working on his craft outside of the actual training. So it's kind of that stereotypical bodybuilder that's not offering that depth, and that's the problem. That's what the whole film is talking about. Schwarzenegger is essentially looking for someone to pass the torch to as the next star, that it can be a Hollywood entertainer, but everyone else in the industry falls short. Sure, Kai is doing his best to get there, but it's complicated. We see other people comment on this, like Sean Ray. I don't know what's up with that dude. And what's disappointing about him is he was one of the best in the 90s, but now I just don't really care for his commentary. We could have done without that. But we see this polarizing contrast between these social media guys and these purists. So we have these massive, just juice head mass monsters who are risking their health, their kidneys, their liver, and the film looks at this honestly, which I respect that he showed that part of the industry, and it's dangerous and it's not recommended to most people, especially young men who are kind of lost and looking to find their path. And on the other hand, we have these social media fitness model guys. We have someone like Steve Cook or Z's or that stuff, and that's all corny to me. That is lame. These dudes aren't warriors, they're not tough. They're selling something else, and I'm not on that vibe. This is why the whole message of bodybuilding is kind of mumbled and convoluted, and someone like Vlad, once again, is trying to push the culture in the right direction to show people what's really real, what is the true art of bodybuilding, what is the limitless potential. That's what it means to me, and I think that's what's kind of getting lost in translation right now with the aspects of fame versus the competition. Anyway, other characters in the film, I thought Jay Cutler was cool. I like seeing how he was a champion, but humble and smart enough to build his businesses and look at it very, objectively to have that third person point of view where he's able to be successful and have fun doing it. So Jay is even getting cooler. I like what he's doing. The whole Iris Kyle Hidetada thing, I thought that was an interesting look and definitely an odd looking couple, but shout out to them for grinding for 20 years in this game. People don't know the dues they've paid to get to where they are now. Overall, the film was dope, guys. Check it out. If you like this review, leave me a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, the My Muscle Academy, click here to subscribe and go to justinwoltering.com for more articles, videos, and training tips. Peace.